What up, Hila Kleiners? And welcome to another H3 podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by MeUndies, NatureBox, H3H3shop.com, and Twitch subscribers like you. Thank you for supporting the show, everybody. Another great little announcement. I'm very excited. H3 Podcast is now available on Spotify. That's pretty awesome. You know, we've been really waiting to get on Spotify. A lot of people have been asking. So just search H3 Podcast and it should pop right up in there for you. So, you know, enjoy it anywhere you be. Anywhere you be, we be there right with you. Now, today's guest is someone that I've known very closely for over 10 years. She's a close personal friend, and some would even say, my wife. Technically, that would be true.
Some would say.
And spiritually, also true. She's my best friend. She's my business partner. And she's my better half.
Bo in the house.
And she's Bo in the house. She's in the house.
It sounded like that. He's my best friend.
It's my helper, my son Bo. We thought it'd be interesting. Look, we interview all these interesting, prolific characters. Well, we've got one right here that we all want to know more about. Hila Klein is one of the most interesting people on the internet. So we thought, hey, let's put her in the seat. Hila's not like, hey, let's interview me. That was my idea. Well, anyway, she's really come out of her shell lately.
And
what up, big pimps?
She's gone back to the show.
She's back in the show.
I've been nervous the whole week about this.
It is stressful, and I appreciate you coming out because you are an actually very shy person.
I don't know why it's nervous to think of me as the guest, like, because usually I'm like the second.
You're chilling on the sideline.
I'm chilling.
Well, there was this one great moment in Curb Your Enthusiasm that I think you really identified. Mm-hmm. What was it Larry said?
I identify with everything on Curb, but he was talking about how when he has something during the week, like a meeting or a doctor or whatever, it ruins the whole week for him because he knows that he has to think about that one thing that he has to do.
Right.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I relate to that, but I think you relate more. That's why I love you. You're the best. Well, let's start from the top here. I want to talk about some current events with you, all right? Now, everybody's probably aware of all of this business happening. First, Harvey Weinstein. This guy, he looks like Shrek, if I'm being honest, like a real version of Shrek.
He looks pretty scary.
Yeah, and now, like, nobody cared about Harvey Weinstein because he's just some soulless movie executive. And they're like, oh, he raped a bunch of people? Not surprised. But now it came out that Louis C.K. was someone that I know you care deeply about, has been jerking off. This is his thing. He's been jerking off in front of girls.
It's so weird.
So how do you feel about all that?
I felt really sad. Like yesterday, especially when the whole story like officially came out. I don't know. It's just sad. For some reason, with someone like Harvey Weinstein, I don't care as much.
Yeah.
It's sad in a different way. Just sad that it
happens. Yeah.
But with Louis, I kind of feel like he died yesterday. Kind of feel like I'm not going to see him anymore. Like,
damn, that's true in a way, I'm sure.
It's just weird.
What's he going to write up? He's going to write a shtick about how, oh, showed girls my dick, huh?
You can't do that.
You can't.
And his jokes are always kind of like that. Like, everyone was talking about how he has a lot of jokes. So, like, men are so gross. How do women even get close to men because they're like the number one threat? But obviously when he says it, it's funny.
Right.
But now it's going to be weird.
Does it surprise you, these things coming out? Because it's like a waterfall, a landfall.
I wasn't surprised at first. I feel like every woman, in a way, goes through something of that sort, which is crazy. But I think almost all women that I met and we talk about it are like not surprised. But it's been so many stories all of a sudden at once that I am becoming surprised. And then with Louis, I was surprised. I didn't see that happening.
Not Louis. It was like not Louis, like anyone but Louis.
But he did write like his statement about it.
Right.
which was pretty good, I thought. I just feel bad for him now.
Do you want to read it? I have it available. I mean, it's kind of long, but essentially he was like...
It's kind of long. People can read it, but you can tell he's really hurting now from understanding maybe what he's done. Maybe before he didn't understand.
He said in his apology, he justified it by saying, well, I asked girls first if I could show them my dick.
Yeah.
But he acknowledges, like...
The situation is much more complicated than that. Yeah. So even if you say yes at the moment, as the lady, even if she said yes at the moment, I think the situation is so surreal. You're like with one of your idols.
Right.
And you're thinking at the moment, this is weird, but I don't know what to do. So you say yes. But later,
not even expecting him to necessarily even
you think
strip
maybe he's
naked.
kidding or something.
Yeah.
But later you can think about it and be like, that was really fucked up. So
right. And I think the way he did it specifically, because it's one thing to go on a date and be like, hey, I've got a weird thing. I want to jerk off in front of you. But this was like, he just got off stage and they were about to do a set or something, like in a professional environment.
It's weird.
Weird is... Do you think that he was going to get away with it after doing this for so long and it's so weird and brazen? Like, how do you...
I think he could, but Harvey Weinstein, this is a weird timing right now. And like Kevin Spacey is now...
That one's shocked me too.
The way I see it is like, this guy's like, that's it, they're done. You're not going to see anything with these guys anymore. Maybe for like 20 years. Maybe in 20 years he can come back and be like, remember when I was a gross guy who jerked in front of people?
Right. Big laughter, lots of applause. He's so brave. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Louis. It was fun while it lasted.
I mean, I just, it's just a shitty situation. I feel bad for both sides. Obviously, he did something disgusting that he shouldn't have done. But, you know, like, the fact that he put out a good statement, I'm not saying that that's it, we can forgive him.
Sure.
But it made me feel bad for him, too. You know,
I agree.
Feel bad for everyone.
It's important because when you look at how Kevin Spacey, for example, responded.
That was lame.
He's like, sorry, I was drunk, and anyway,
and also
I'm gay. Or you're like, oh, okay, yeah, gays do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally explains that.
We all play around with 14-year-olds when we're drunk, don't we?
Yeah. But isn't it kind of... that was one of the weirdest apologies ever.
Yeah.
Like, my God, dude. But Louis, he really seems to be grappling with this new image of himself. Because he's different now.
Mm-hmm.
His life, his image, his career, it's all undergone an immediate paradigm shift.
Yeah.
And he's grappling with that.
And he had so many things coming out and it's all canceled now.
Yeah.
A movie that this company put in $5 million in that movie for him, and they're apparently not a big company, so it was a big investment for them.
That's awful.
And he had a Netflix special planned that's gonna be canceled. A bunch of stuff. I
saw this meme on Reddit that was written as like a perfect Louis C.K. joke that he would say if it was about someone else. He was like, it's a shame that the greatest comedian of our generation is going down in his prime. But maybe you shouldn't have shown your penis to a bunch of girls backstage without their consent.
Yeah.
Obviously, his delivery is much better.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could deliver that joke very well.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get off this shit. Yikes. Okay, let's start from the top here in terms of who you are. You're Israeli. I think most people know that by now. What's it like growing up in Israel? Like, I mean, us Americans, do we take shit for granted?
It's like a very general question. Yes, a little bit about what you said about Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like since I moved here, especially in California, it's kind of like utopian society. And so I can kind of see why there's like this whole arguments between white privilege and people feeling guilty, and so they're trying to like correct things way too much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, growing up in Israel is very different than here. But it's also kind of the same.
Also
it's
kind
funny.
of the same.
Yeah.
Well, is it awful in Israel? I feel like a lot of people think it's awful there. And a lot of people
No.
think people are just riding around on camels and shit.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Right.
It's kind of like here, like you watch the same shows on TV, the same movies, you go to theaters, you have a job, you go to school, you drive your car, not camels.
Some
You
drive
don't. When you finish high school, you go to the army. That's different than here.
That's a huge difference.
And then when you're done with the army, then you go to college. So you kind of like everything takes a little longer than it does here.
Interesting. What are the big differences beyond that between Israel and the United States?
I think the mentality of people is very different here and there. And obviously the security situation, not being under threat here it just causes so much, like, you know, as a result of it, that it's just so different. Like in Israel, there's always that threat over your head, but you just grow up like that, so you're not thinking about it. It's just what it is. So when I'm here, I can see how different it is. Like
what threat specifically is it that the Israelis think about?
For example, growing up, like if I wanted to go out or to go to a mall, my dad would be like, "Don't go. There's a lot of people there." Like if you go to a crowded place, it's a threat. It's a dangerous spot because there could be a suicide bomb there, or it's like what do you call it? It's an attraction for a terror attack.
Right. It's when you're in a crowd in Israel, you actually think like,
yeah,
this could be a little bit risky for me personally. That's interesting because a lot of people in the USA sometimes tend to think like shit's not safe here because they're afraid of immigrants or
that's pretty weird.
People
to
with
me.
guns or, you know.
It's pretty strange. Although lately all the gun stuff is kind of going in that direction. It's still very far. Like
Per
the
capita,
USA is huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
Israel is tiny.
Yeah.
But in Israel, there's always like some kind of there's always a new type of attack that's happening, and then that happens for a while until Israel figures a way to like prevent it.
Right.
So when I was growing up, there was a lot of suicide bombs,
like in cafes and buses and stuff like that.
And then, like recently, it was stabbing. Like you could just be waiting for a bus, and then someone will just come and stab you on the street. So but Israel is really crazy. They figure out ways to prevent this stuff. Like the stabbing was happening for a few months, and now it doesn't really happen so much. And I don't even know how, but they have like their secret ways.
Say what you will about the Israelis, man, but those guys are fucking innovative.
Yeah.
They're figure shit out there, man.
But people who would like to criticize the army and Israel need to understand that it's a daily threat that something needs to happen about it. It's not like we have a choice.
Do you find it ironic when there's these when you talk about privilege? Let's talk about someone who's going to UC Berkeley, paid by their parents $200,000 tuition on campus protesting Israel. Do you find that ironic?
I do. When I lived in Israel, I used to criticize Israel a lot.
Yeah, me too,
as an
actually.
Israeli, and the army and a lot of stuff. But when we moved here and I started to go on Reddit and stuff like that, and just being more aware of like the online criticism
it's not just online, but it's
not just online. Yeah, I just became more aware of like the criticism here of Israel and in general around the world. And it's really, I personally think it's so ironic. It's just like, I don't know, it's kids sitting here in like beautiful California criticizing it, like you don't even know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, totally. And I mean, it's easy to reduce. It's funny because, like you said, when you're in Israel, you're super critical of the government. You're like, dude, you're expanding in the West Bank. That's bullshit. You know, the government is turning off water and Gaza doing weird shit to control, make land grabs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff is like, yo, what are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
But when you come to Israel, and then what you hear is people criticizing national security and calling Israel like apartheid, and that they shouldn't have fences, or that Israel should be.
You mean when you come here and you're here?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like less specific criticism, a more general, like they build a wall and Israel should be a one state with Palestinians and Israel's all living together. They should reduce the borders and remove the gate. That to me seems like super ignorant.
It is, because when I grew up, I couldn't really take a bus. I was afraid of blowing up.
Right.
And now it doesn't really happen. So the wall did help. So should we not have a wall?
Can you explain about the wall for people who don't know about it?
I don't know like how to explain
Well, I guess simply it's like
it was built to prevent this attacks, and there's still a lot of other ways. There's tunnels and
rockets.
Yeah.
But when Hila was a kid, there was no wall around Greater Israel that blocked out the West Bank and Gaza, and it was like I remember in the newspaper when you were growing up, there was almost daily, right?
Not
Suicide
daily,
bombs
but
weekly.
It was happening a lot, and it was terrifying. Yeah.
In cafes and shopping malls and buses, and it was just like a slaughter. It was just a slaughter, and so they're like, "Oh, let's build a fucking wall then." And lo and behold, no more suicide bombs. And my whole time there, my whole 5 years living there was like one failed
attempt,
shitty attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it wasn't even a suicide bomb. Someone threw a bomb at a bus from the outside, and it didn't kill anyone. So, I don't know. It's like at a certain point, does it justify how do you think about the Gazans who are on the other side of the wall now, who are like cut off from family members, who have to go through checkpoints and come to Israel? It's like,
I mean, the whole thing is shitty. The whole situation there is shitty. Right. No matter how you look at it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's like I don't know. I was just born there. So there's a lot of people who are just born there, and they need to be able to live their life, right?
Sure.
And Israel was made for that purpose, because they were being chased in all the other countries where they came from. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's obviously super complicated. I don't think I'm qualified to like talk about this stuff in actual detail and what is the solution. I have no idea.
Yeah. I think that's honestly one of the best answers though. Because everybody likes to act like in fucking 1957 some Jew threw a stick at an Arab, or I don't know. But it's like it's way too complicated for one person to actually have a really good opinion about it.
Yeah.
And it's so confusing too that even if you do, it's like how do you even break that down? But I will say it's more complicated than like the people who just hate Israel for everything they stand for. Give credit to.
That's my main point. I would criticize Israel for a lot of stuff, but the way people like to criticize it is as if it was just black or white. Like, it's just not.
You served in the military? And your whole family served in the military, right? Mm-hmm. How was your experience in the military?
It was okay. I didn't do anything like, I wasn't like a combative role.
Yeah, you weren't a fighter.
I wasn't a fighter, so I didn't have anything like crazy to tell. But I don't know. It's kind of like a mandatory job that you have to go to,
and you don't get paid for.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Is it like a forced vacation?"
No. It's more like a forced job.
Forced up, because what did you do? What was your role in the military?
At first, I was given a role that was like in an office, somewhat close to my house in Tel Aviv, and it was kind of like going to a day job in an office. It happened right after there was some kind of a second war in, where was it, in
I
Gaza?
remember that. Yeah.
There was some sort of a small war.
Yeah.
When I was there, and so my job was to, like, when they send officers or like people to go serve, I had to like logistically help with like their hotel or a room, things like that. But it was all on the computer. It just felt like some computer thing.
Right. Okay. So
Like,
secretary.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was super boring, and I really hated it because it was just like I had to take a bus super early, go there, spend the whole day, go back home. I hated it. So I tried to change my role. And it was something like you can apply for it, and it's a form that you fill out, and then they're going to give you something else, completely random. You have
Different
no
position.
idea.
Different post.
Yeah.
Different location.
So I decided to do that, and if I don't like the second one, then I'll just find a way to get out of the army.
It was that bad?
Yeah, I just didn't. I hated everything about it. Didn't want to do it. Because if you're doing something that it felt like I wasn't doing anything, like I was just wasting my life.
Yeah.
It could get really frustrating. I don't know.
Right.
And you got to do it for 2 years.
Right.
So I filled out that form and I tried it, and then I somehow ended up in a better place that I liked a lot more. Before it was a daily thing where you go back home every day, and the new one was in a way that was a base that was far from my house. So you go there for the whole week, and then you come back for the weekend.
So you preferred that? Were you gone for a whole week?
I did.
Interesting. Why?
It was kind of like just more of an adventure, more of a different experience that I preferred than to just go to a boring job, sit on the computer, and go back home at the end of every day. I don't know.
Were you doing secretary work there?
So, yeah, I was the secretary of the head of the, there's like a, I don't know the terms in English from the army.
Right. He was an officer.
So there was I was in Duchifat, which is like a brigade, I guess, that's in charge of the area of Ramallah. And that brigade has like a main officer. So I was his secretary.
Okay, so you were right below the big boy. Cool.
So it was nice. It was interesting. It was more demanding in a way, but also kind of more rewarding because you're put in this weird situation where you're like, you're away from your house. You have this new group of people that you have to get along with. And it's hard to explain, but for some reason it was more interesting. I enjoyed it more.
You told me once you went on like a mission with them to like a terrorist city.
Yeah.
That was kind of a crazy story.
Yeah, my officers and like the soldiers in that brigade, they would go every night on a raid in Ramallah to arrest terrorists. And so I always saw them preparing for it and leaving, and then I would stay in the base. So one time I wanted to go with them just to experience it.
Why? You just were all of a sudden had an urge to go with them?
I just wanted to see what it's like.
Right.
I wanted to see it.
Okay.
So they took me with them one night, even though they weren't supposed to.
Did they armor your ass up?
You're driving in this like Jeep that's bulletproof.
Right.
So I was in the Jeep, and then as soon as we entered Ramallah, the people in the city started shooting us.
Wow.
And I heard like a bullet hit the Jeep like right next to my head.
Did it like dent or just
No,
you
you just hear it?
It's a gnarly armored Jeep. Okay.
And I mean, it was just interesting.
They were so someone actually was shooting the car when you went in there right away.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you have a gun on you?
I didn't.
You were not supposed to leave.
No, yeah, not really. But even if I walked with them to one house.
Okay.
I did get out of the car once. but surrounded with them. So
Okay. Did they arrest anyone that night?
they did.
Did they bring it in the same car with you?
No.
Oh,
You
different
go.
car.
There's a few cars going.
Damn, that's crazy. Was it like? How did you feel? Was it horrifying?
It was strange. Very, very weird.
How so?
I don't know. Just you see people in the house, and then it's like the soldiers just walk into the house and look through their shit and find guns, and the whole thing is really surreal.
They just do they knock or they just like kick down a door and charge in?
I didn't really see that whole. I don't know exactly how that was.
Does it feel like a normal neighborhood? Or does it feel like, oh, this is scary?
No, it actually looked like a nice city.
That's strange. Yeah, I mean, from their perspective, well, it's so complicated.
Yeah.
From their perspective, it's like, fuck these guys.
But they go specifically to people who they know are terrorists, and they have a history of that stuff, and they know they have guns.
Right. Even if that's true, it's hard if you're that guy's neighbor not to be like, I hate these fucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm scared of them coming to my house someday, even though I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. Whew, that shit's heavy. Did any of your family members, I mean, all your family members served in the military. Do any of them have crazy stories or crazy shit that happened to them?
Yeah, they had crazier stuff than me.
What does anything come to your mind?
I wouldn't know, but I mean, both my brothers did pretty serious stuff. Moses was learning to become a pilot. So the training for that alone is like the most insane training that there is.
Right.
And my other brother, he was in tanks. So they also had, I'm sure he had a lot of stories. I don't know them though.
That shit's great. Yeah, they probably have insane stories. Every Israeli I've spoken to who served has like really disturbing, crazy shit. I know that one story about your brother. He was a security guard at the embassy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time,
there was a suicide bomb right next to it.
There's this American diner. What do you call it?
Oh,
Mike's place?
A bar.
Yeah, bar. It's like a restaurant bar. And it's right next to the U.S. Embassy in this really touristy place. And Hila's brother, am I saying it right? He was on post at the embassy.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was at Mike's place, though.
I know that Mike's place was bombed.
Yeah, but I think that was a separate time.
Oh, okay. Everybody gets it back in that. Anyway, there was like this awful suicide bomb in some place right next door to the embassy. And he was standing right fucking like 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not allowed to leave his post. And it's probably, especially at a time like that, you got to stand guard. So he was stuck standing there, right?
I don't remember exactly the story.
Oh, okay.
But
anyway, everyone's got stories from that era.
Yeah.
It's all twisted up, dude. Are there lessons, disciplines, things that you learned, that you retained from that period in your life? How did it change you going through that?
I'm not sure that it changed me. I think the biggest thing is just like being put in a place with a group of people that maybe in normal life you wouldn't necessarily become friends with. But in this situation, you just become friends with them and they become your family. So that aspect of it was interesting. But I mean, I don't know.
It was just some bullshit job for you for 2 years.
In a way.
Okay. All right. Well, we got that. We got the military shit. Some pretty heavy duty stuff. We'll take a quick thank you to our sponsors. Up next, we've got so much great stuff to talk about. Guys, don't go away. Stay tuned. And thank you to our sponsor, MeUndies. MeUndies makes undies your butt will be proud to wear. Wow. And check this out. We're not the only ones that love MeUndies. Listen to what our longtime listener and MeUndies enthusiast Christian had to say. This is a note from a good fan of ours, Ryan Schildler, that wrote a very fine comment about this MeUndies. He said, when I first heard Ethan read a MeUndies ad, I thought he was an Irish person trying to say MeUndies. They sound Irish there. MeUndies.
Maybe there.
MeUndies. However, after reading many online reviews about how soft and comfortable they were, I decided to finally pull the trigger because I wanted a pair of those life-changing undies. When I slipped on my first glorious pair of MeUndies, I felt like the clouds parted in the sky and a beam of light was illuminated right up my ass. Again, he said rear end, but I think that let's not mince words. There was a beam of light shining in and out of his ass. It was glorious. They were so comfortable that I knew that the world was never going to be the same. Because of MeUndies, my ass is a whole lot happier. To Ethan and Hila, thank you for doing such a great job and for always sharing your sick memes with listeners like myself. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate you. And thanks for supporting the show and putting on those light-beaming, life-changing undies. Listen, my friends, your ass, your quality of life going on and your ass can change now, forever, like it did to young Ryan. Get 20% off the best and softest underwear and socks you will ever own. Free shipping and a 100% ass satisfaction guaranteed. Go to MeUndies.com/H3. That is MeUndies.com/H3. Hila, what are we working with here? Hila's falling off the desk. MeUndies has got her falling all over the place.
Here, I wanted to show this one.
Yeah, this one of their new designs, cool. I guess. What is it? Fruit Loops? It's like milk and cereal. Oh really my God, cool. My crotch area already feels like a swamp, and now I can get a visual representation of it too. But with these, let me tell you, less swampy. Thanks, MeUndies. Appreciate you. Up next, thank you to Nature Box. Listen, we all want to eat better. But when it comes to snacks, sometimes it feels like it's all delicious and a billion calories versus boring and tasteless. There's got to be something in between. And guess what? There's something way beyond the middle into the, I can't believe it's not true because it's so good. I'm talking about Nature Box, okay? Because these guys make delicious snacks that are also healthy. Nature Box has over 100 snacks that taste good and are actually better for you. They're all made from high-quality, simple ingredients, which means no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. I get out of breath easily. Should I be concerned about that? Well, maybe we'll talk about that later, but I'll tell you what does help, Nature Box snacks. So you can feel good about what you're eating. My favorite, cashew coconut. I'm a cashew boy. My favorites are the cashew coconuts, the sriracha cashews. I have a lot of favorites. The cheddar lentil loops, and let me tell you what else. The medley, sweet and salty nuts. A medley. Oh. It's like when you have like these old timey. They stand on the street corner and they sing words. No. They sing. It's like a whole thing. It's like that, but with snacks.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like mbop, Motown shit. Beautiful voices, symphonies. Okay. That's what's happening with the nuts.
Okay.
It's a medley.
I've never seen that on the street, though.
Really? You got to get out more. It's a whole medley of nuts, sweet and sour. My God. Listen, you're sure to find your new snack obsession at Nature Box. They add new snacks every month inspired by real customer feedback, the latest food trends, and professional chefs. It's so simple. Just go to naturebox.com, choose the snacks you want, and NatureBox will deliver them right to your door, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no risk. Have you ever tried a snack you don't like? Guess what? Don't eat it. They'll replace it for free. My God. That's genuine right there. And listen, right now, NatureBox is offering H3 fans 50% off their first order. Go to naturebox.com/H3. That's naturebox.com/H3 to get 50% off.
Very cool.
Your first order of some of the bombest snacks in the world. You can eat them and you don't have to feel bad because it's a joy and it's a privilege to get medley nuts like they make. Right? Nuts like this, they don't come around often. So go to naturebox.com/H3. Thank you so much. And finally, We are sponsored by, oh my God, who is this? H3H3shop.com. That's us. Hila, you want to show?
Yes.
We've got this vintage limited edition vape niche hoodie. Always rep your niche, ladies and gentlemen. Always. And for our podcast listeners, we are doing a little bit of a Black Friday special. 30. Rep your niche with the special. Damn, boy, that is hardcore. Code H3 for 30% off. Go to h3h3shop.com and use code H3 at checkout for 30% off anything in the store. Appreciate you guys so much. If you are in the market for some snacks or some underwear or socks or all the great stuff they make, please, by all means, support our sponsors because they support us. They make this possible. Thank you so much. And now we will get back with, she's right here, Hila Kleiner for life. Welcome back to the H3 Podcast Live. Hila Kleiner's Mount the Fuck Up. What up?
What up?
So, we figured out the whole Israel thing.
We figured it out.
It's all settled now. How, and people were wondering this on the subreddit. They were putting down questions for you. What could a guy like me convince a girl like you to move to America?
Okay. In Israel...
Hold on one sec. Dan, you're coming through the speaker. Sorry, go ahead.
In Israel, when people finish the army, usually a lot of people would want to go somewhere to do like a big trip for like a few months to like clear your head before you're going to go into whatever is next in your life.
Right.
So I finished my army and it was kind of like a good timing to do that.
It was convenient timing for me.
Yeah.
I got you at the perfect time. Otherwise, no chance.
Well, whatever. No, but it was just, it kind of made sense. Right. I wanted to do a trip anyway.
Right.
I don't know if I would have done it to the States necessarily, but that kind of like just worked out at the moment.
Was there somewhere else you were thinking of traveling?
A lot of people will go to India or South America for some reason.
It's just cheaper. It's
Australia.
Close. Yeah. It's weird. There's like this whole pilgrimage of Israelis when they finish the army. When you go to places like Thailand and India, it's just like it's like the natives there speak Hebrew.
They do.
There's so
really
many.
Funny.
It's like what?
Makole.
Yeah. Makole Motek. Hello, sweetie. That's all I know. Hello, sweetie. Do you want to watch me masturbate? Makole, sweetie. Maybe not there. Let's not go there. Well, how did you handle? Well, okay, so. The story is, I mean, everyone knows the story by now, but you moved to America, in essence, to live with me. I'm curious, how did your family handle that? Did they think you were totally insane to be like, I'm moving in with this American guy?
Yeah, they weren't happy. My dad didn't want me to go. And yeah, they disapproved of that.
Yeah, I remember you having some pretty gnarly...
Yeah, but it felt like the right thing for me to do. And I just knew I wasn't going to be happy not doing it.
Right.
So I just did it.
I've always said about you, you don't have like an Israeli soul. You have like an American soul. Does that make sense?
I do like it here because I think what you mean by that is the mentality difference.
I think you're just more...
In Israel, people are like kind of intense. They're like in your face all the time. Whenever we work with Israelis here in the States, like I get a little flashback to what it's like there because they're so like... They'll immediately ask you super personal questions and they're like, as if it's like I'm talking to my uncle or something, like a guy I never met.
Yeah.
So I feel like I like here how people kind of give each other their space.
That's like, very true.
You can live in your bubble. No one's going to question anything. Just you can be like...
You can shake your dick here.
Yeah.
And short. But I feel like you are always very motivated. You always aspired for something bigger, a bigger life than what a lot of Israelis are just like, I'm gonna have a kid, I'm gonna work at Supersol, whatever, and that's it. That's it, and that's fine if that's you're satisfied living like that. But I don't feel like that was ever in the cards for you.
It is kind of like the ideal there, like all the parents. You know, they want you to get married, have kids.
Right.
You made it. Buy a house.
You made
it.
Yeah.
A house and a family.
Yeah.
So that's like
that's all anyone could dream for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in a way, that's true to an extent here, but there's
true.
more here.
Yeah, there's more.
People want more. Here.
I want that, but I want to do more before I get into that.
Right.
You know,
it's the American dream.
Here. Yeah.
You had the American dream in Israel.
I guess it's weird. I never like thought about it, but I guess I had that inside of me. But I never thought like, oh, the American dream. I want to pool and.
That's not the American. The American dream is like, I guess, making more of yourself, becoming bigger and better version of dreaming to transform into something better and bigger.
I think it was somewhere inside of me, but not something I was constantly thinking about.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question from Dino. Some of these questions I'm just going to completely paraphrase because I feel like it's weird for me to ask it. So this one is Dino Zahiro from the subreddit. He says, How did it feel meeting Ethan for the first time? We always hear Ethan's side of the story, but I want to know what your initial reaction to meeting him was. Because I've told the story 1,000 times. So from your perspective, how does it line up? What do you remember?
I remember that Ethan was very nice.
Wow.
I don't know. We just, for some reason, we were like in the same, like we just connected on like some kind of basic level. We were just like on the same page, it felt like. And Ethan was very sweet.
Got him.
I don't know. It was just nice, and
Did I show you my dick?
No.
Got him twice.
But it was just weird. We just we had this week together in Birthright, the trip.
Yeah.
And we just enjoyed spending that time together on like a friendship level. It's just fun. Got drunk.
That's true. We did drink a lot. But and how did you perceive the language barrier? Because I know it was pretty difficult for us to communicate back then. It's so weird. Think about.
Yeah. But I guess it felt like we were still able to communicate somehow.
Yeah, we found a way. Found it. Okay, it lines up. See? It's none of this this fat fucking American showed me his dick.
You locked me in a room and
he said,
follow me on Facebook.
That's actually an interesting detail.
Yeah, I didn't even know what Facebook was.
This is a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Before Birthright. And when it ended, everyone wanted to stay in touch. So all these Americans were like, get Facebook. Let's stay in touch on Facebook.
And you guys were all like, what is Facebook? How weird is that, huh? And now every
Israeli,
every orphan, every man, woman, and child on this planet. It's crazy. Do your friends and family back in Israel understand the level of success that you've achieved with, or or is it just a complete different language to them?
Yeah, it's mostly I have this 3 childhood friends that every time I go to Israel we meet.
Yeah.
And it's really funny. They have no idea what we're doing. Or one of them, Mayan, she kind of follows. She kind of knows, and she knew that we passed 5 million subscribers.
Oh, okay.
So she told me congrats.
That's cool.
For example,
right.
But the other 2 have no idea what we do. And every time we meet, it's like the same things. They're like, "So what are you doing? How are you doing? Okay? And
are you working?
Are you guys struggling?"
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be like, "No, we're doing very good." And
we're doing very well.
It's weird to try to explain it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I try. Sometimes I've showed them a few videos.
But it probably just
they'll
looks,
be like, "That's cute,"
yeah.
and move on.
Yeah, I hate showing my videos to people, especially when they really don't get it or care. It's like, what do you do? Here's my husband in underwear yelling at a monitor. They're like, oh, good.
Yeah.
You guys are doing really well. You're right.
So you're looking for a real job?
Yeah.
And so it's like,
yeah. So, do you have a second job or?
My parents started following though.
That was a crazy development.
Yeah. Like my dad apparently shares everything you post on Facebook. Like I didn't even know.
Incredible.
For a while, I didn't even know. My friend told me about it.
You unfollowed your dad on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
You committed the cardinal sin.
There was a long time ago, we made one of our first videos, and I posted it on Facebook, and my dad saw it and got super mad.
What was it?
The shake your dick.
Of all the fucking videos we've ever made, back in the day, we made this parody of Shake, what was it? Shake That Ass?
Yeah.
Shake That Thing.
Yeah.
By Sean Paul. Shake That Thing. So, come on. So we made this parody called Shake That Dick. And there shows a lot of close-ups of my dick shaking, like, under the pants.
Under the pants, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would never in my wildest dreams
It is
think
a pretty embarrassing video nowadays.
Yeah, it's awful. I've removed it. It's just
but
awful.
my dad got super mad, like way too much. So,
what did he say?
Well, you know what he said. He said, if you guys keep making videos, I'm gonna denounce Ethan, and he can't walk into our house.
I was like, look, dude.
So
that's pretty gnarly.
I unfriended my dad, and I was like, okay, so we don't need to be friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that was a few years ago. And then we became pretty successful, and our videos got kind of better.
I'm sure they got better.
But I had no idea that he was sharing all of our stuff.
Now he's the biggest fan.
Yeah.
I got to make a Shake That Dick part 2 just to see how he reacts now. But, yeah, I mean, your dad he's been great. He, what happened with the sandals? I remember that. I don't remember what happened with that.
You decided that you only wear socks and sandals one day.
As all responsible adults. Hardworking, mature adults.
And it's not the regular sandals, the flip-flops, like the one that goes into your toe.
I don't see that distinction is important.
There's a difference.
Okay, all right. Apparently your dad agreed.
So we used to go to my parents every Friday because in Israel it's like a Friday meal. It's like a big family. Shabbat. Yeah, it's a family event. And Ethan would come like that, and my dad got upset. Like, took me aside and asked me, "Can you tell him to stop dressing like that?"
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Was that it? For some reason I remember it more like powerful. Well, it's like, Ethan, if you ever wear socks and sandals to our house again on Shabbat, my dad will disown you.
He did possibly
he
say
probably
that.
said that, didn't he? He doesn't speak. Your dad's not the kind of guy to be like, can you please ask Ethan to put on shoes? And here's the thing that I didn't really get about that. Everyone takes their shoes off when they get to the house. So how does he know if I wore $1,000 Gucci dress shoes, after that first second of stepping foot in the house, there would be literally no difference.
It's the 5 minutes of you walking out of the house into the street and the neighbor seeing you. So it would be embarrassing.
Oh, that's what it is, isn't it? That is what it is. Well, now he's our biggest fan, so shout out.
And we actually saw him one day wearing socks and sandals, remember? Recently.
That was like as good as when Joey Salads was caught faking that prank in the hood. When I heard your dad was walking around in socks and sandals, I was just like, oh yes, dude, full vindication. And your family gave him shit too, right?
Yeah, my mom was like, what the fuck? You told Ethan not to do it.
What'd he say?
He laughed.
Oh, that was funny, huh? I disown you, son-in-law. Oh, I guess I'll do it. Yeah, he's a great guy. Shout out to Yochanan. Keep wearing those socks and sandals, man. Even against your own will. Put those on and slam.
He doesn't really. He only did it once.
Someday we're going to have to put on socks and sandals and just take a stroll together. It's like a peace offering. That'd be great. Hila doesn't want to see that. It's too embarrassing. All right. What's it like being a female YouTuber for you? Because it's interesting. We sit next to each other. We make videos together. I'm a man. You're a female. People do react to us differently.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you're always getting... For example, the first question on the subreddit was, are you pregnant?
Yeah.
You know. We already have both of our parents pestering us about your pregnancy state.
It's so
do you
funny.
need a million additional people
It's
asking?
so funny. My mom, she followed me on Instagram.
Right.
And she saw I posted a picture of me with my nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And all the comments were like, you look so good with him. You guys should have a baby. When, you're pregnant. Like, when is it? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
A million comments about that.
Right.
And my mom saw that. And she was like, now I understand that I don't even need to ask you. Like, you have a million people asking you. Because my mom always wants to know.
Yeah.
When is it happening? So it was funny.
So she had a little bit of moment of...
She's like, okay,
a
I'm
taste
going
into
to
your
stop.
life.
Cause
Yeah. That's pretty considerate.
yeah.
But being a... Like, and then another one. Like, I know when we did the episode with Doc.
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect. Everyone was posting clips of
Yeah.
Hila smiling, staring at Doc, and me like, get cooked, Ethan. Does that shit bother you?
That one did. I was triggered. Because it's so dumb. And, like, I do that with every guest. I always smile, and I play with my hair nervously, even when I'm upset. Like, it's completely unrelated to, I don't know, finding him. I don't even know. How is that related? That's like something from a cartoon. That's not real life.
You were Myron, dude. Hila definitely wants to fuck.
Yeah.
It was insane, though. People were
the
like...
whole podcast on the Twitch chat, that was the only thing I saw. Like, everyone was talking about how I'm, like, into him, whatever. That's something that annoys me, that I just don't get it.
My thing with that is, like, I've never seen that response. People were so neurotic about it. They were going to our subreddit and posting, like, keep posting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen people respond to a guest like that. And my thing was, like, these guys want to fuck him.
Right.
These are the guys who are insecure. They think...
Because I was being normal. If that's what you see in me,
it's like...
then maybe you're reflecting something of your own.
I think they all want to fucking... They all want Doc balls deep on them.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's God bless them. But there's definitely something, like, deep there about their insecurities.
It's kind of annoying, and it's kind of chauvinistic, I guess. Because it's like, if a girl smiles to a guy, it's like, oh, you want to date? Mm-hmm. It's like, no, I'm just being nice to you.
You have that a lot with guys?
Yeah.
Giving you shit. Smile more. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Because unless there's
and it's like, I don't want to smile because I don't want you to think that I'm start hitting on you.
Right.
And then it's like, hey, why are you not smiling? It's on both ways you're gonna get criticized.
Interesting.
It used to happen to me a lot. And like nowadays we don't go out so much.
We stay in the house.
At the house, and in LA there's not much walking to do. You're always
Very
driving.
True. Yeah.
But in other places where we've lived, it would happen to me a lot.
I seen Hila she gets attitude, boy, and I love it.
Or I'll walk and someone will be like, nice eyes.
Oh yeah.
And you
can, sweetheart.
So if you're gonna be nice in response, they think the next sentence is gonna be like, can I have your number?
Right.
If you're not nice, it's like, what's wrong with you, bitch?
Accept the compliment, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I've seen that happening to you firsthand. And
there's nothing wrong with like trying to hit on a girl, but sometimes it's just uncomfortable and you don't want it at every turn.
If you're just walking down the street doing errands, you don't want...
Or if you're
attention.
Like in a taxi with a driver, it's pretty inappropriate.
That's bad.
So it happens in pretty inappropriate situations a lot.
Interesting. More generally, do comments on the internet get to you? Does that shit bother you sometimes?
It does. I always try to... I've been through different phases. I feel like lately I'm not so much. But there was a time when it did. I think I've learned kind of to distance myself from the comments.
I don't know. It goes through phases. I agree.
Yeah.
lately we've made the conscious decision to just like kind of stop for the most part. My rule is like I'll read top 3 comments.
Yeah.
When you go deep, you get upset. Don't go below the top 3. You'll feel great and you'll have a great day. Sometimes I see Hila, she's gone beyond the top 3. I'm like, you're in too deep. Bounce out now. Get out, Hila. I'm telling you. And the same thing to me too.
Yeah.
Don't go too deep. That's our rule. We have friends who do YouTube where like I read every single comment. That to me isn't I don't know how you could live your life that way.
I almost don't believe it. It's like, how? It's impossible.
Yeah. But not just like is it physically or time consuming?
No,
like how do you handle
yeah.
that many opinions about you?
It's impossible to handle it. It's like you're hearing the thoughts of a million people.
It's like there's a superhero like that. He's out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's a superhero. It's called
Jim Carrey.
It's called being a YouTuber. I've got all these voices in my head. I don't have any superpowers, just a bunch of people insulting me online.
But I think I don't mind it as much now.
Yeah. That's good. Here's another question from the subreddit that I'll phrase in their voice. Logical Defense says, "Hey Hila, my girlfriend relates a lot to you. We originally started watching your Ethan and Hila channel, and it's a huge part of our life. We're speaking as an outsider to your relationship, but it seems that sometimes Ethan's rather large personality can get in the way of expressing your thoughts on stream. With that being said, you and Ethan seem extremely happy with each other, and I'd like to know what you think about this. I'm asking because I tend to be a very social person and find myself, in a sense, steamrolling my girlfriend in social environments. What's your opinion? Like, how do you feel about my personality overshadowing yours sometimes, or maybe me talking over you and stuff?"
I usually don't mind it because I don't like being in the spotlight anyway. So if you're kind of like taking the lead and taking more attention, then I'm cool with it because I don't want it.
Yeah.
So usually I feel like there's a balance that I'm okay with.
I think I sense that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I sense that you're relieved for me to finish your statement, and so I'll interrupt. But is there ever times where I talk over and you're like, fuck this guy, dude?
Not really with you. Not so much. I think it happens to me sometimes when we'll hang out with people and then there's like 3 guys talking. I feel like I can't get a sentence in because everyone's talking loud and
very assertive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's something else.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Shy people problems. Are you shy? How would you consider yourself? Are you a shy person? Are you an introvert?
I don't know.
I'm just me, baby.
I think I'm shy. I think I'm all of the above.
But you can also be very assertive. I've seen you assert yourself well beyond what I would be comfortable with. On the other hand, you know?
It depends on the situation.
That's that Israeli side. When I see Hila going like, I'm going to this person's door and I'm telling them they got a problem. And I'm like, I'm just standing back on the sidewalk and watch from here.
It's like this fuse that like, if someone like, if I get upset, then it's like, it's a short, there's like a little fire. And it's very short.
Right.
And then when it like, it goes.
Right.
And then I'm like, I get upset.
This bitch needs to go down.
Yeah. If I have a problem with I don't know, Spectrum, then I'll call them and I'll be like, get your shit together. You know.
Sometimes I'm like, ooh, you. But look, it works, man. I think your assertiveness isn't. It
depends if I have a mission in my head, or like if it's a shoot, or if we want to get a video done, and we're missing a prop. So it's like, no, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that prop.
Right.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah. Interestingly, intuitively, I think you're a great producer in that you're always focused on the task and getting shit done. You're good at managing stuff, and so. Like in terms of a behind the scene partner, like as we're on partners, and I'm like the talent. That's what they call it. I'm not trying to compliment myself. And you're behind the scenes running, like you're perfect at that. I think that's the secret to our success, is that I am awful at managing my own life or anything for that matter. And so that's a perfect balance, I think, there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and in short, to address this guy's question, talk to her, dude. See if it annoys her.
Yeah, for me, I actually don't find it annoying. Sometimes I'm more comfortable that way.
I think we spend so much time talking and interacting that like we read each other very well.
Yeah, I think Ethan would know if I wanted more attention brought to me. I think you'll help me in a way when you know that I don't want it.
Sometimes that comes off as like, I see this comment a lot, and it does kind of annoy me sometimes, but it's like, whatever. They're like, just let Hila talk.
Yeah.
Stop interrupting Hila. And it's like, man, everyone thinks I'm an interrupting asshole.
Yeah, I think it's
But I do feel like sometimes I'm helping you.
Yeah.
To complete a statement. Man, I'm such a martyr, dude. I'm such a great guy. I take the brunt of all. I take it all just for you, Hila. Kidding. Oh, Ethan's so he's so arrogant. Give me a fucking break. Everyone knows by now that Elon Musk is my dream podcast guest. So, Hila, I'd like to ask you, who is your dream podcast guest?
I saw that question. And
You had some time to think about that?
I knew, that one was coming. I didn't see all the other questions. I had no idea. But for that one, I did think about it. I think, obviously, Larry David.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
It'd be like, I don't even know if I want to meet him because I like him too much. I don't want to.
What if he got accused? Would that just destroy your whole world?
There's no way.
He didn't have the balls.
It's Larry David. There's no way.
Larry, don't fuck up Hila's trust in you, man.
I'll bet you like my whole money that he's never done anything like that.
Wait, hold on. That's my money. Who you betting? No, that bet's off the table.
Larry David, and I thought about someone, Louis Theroux.
Love Louis Theroux.
Love him.
Wow, that could be possible. Louis been on Joe Rogan, so he does podcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly, I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah.
Dan, write that down. We're trying to make a list of our dream guests. Louis Theroux's got to be at the top.
Yeah. If you guys don't know him, check him out. He makes like the best documentaries, the best.
It's like not even documentaries. Like the classical approach to making documentaries is that you don't ever put yourself in the documentary. But his approach is the exact opposite. His personality is like an empty slate. And he's got this super coy and like manipulative, I want to say, intelligently way of making people open up.
Mm-hmm.
And the most things that they would never ever talk, like they're in therapy with this guy on camera. And it's just
so natural. It just happens.
Yeah, it's incredible. We've watched everything he's made. Can't recommend it enough.
I'm ready to rewatch it all.
Louis, get your ass on the show. What would you ask him?
See, I don't know. Like, same with Larry David and him. Not sure that.
Do you just want to hang out with him?
It's kind of scary to meet someone that you really like because I don't want to ruin it. Like, for example, I really like Stranger Things. And I know that Finn, one of the actors, he knows us and he follows us, but we never met him. And I kind of don't want to because I love the show and I don't want to ruin that image that I have in my mind.
Have we ever met somebody that we really love, like like on that level?
Not sure. I mean, Justin was kind of one. Justin Roiland, Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
is a great show that we loved, and then we met him. But
that one was like. That one was so weirdly chill, where it's just like, hey, come over, and then we're just like immediately
just
hit it off, great friends. But the one that I'm scared of is like Tim Heidecker.
Yeah, that
he's like been one of my comedy idols. I mean, he's pretty much the reason why we make YouTube videos. Like, he had that big of an influence on me, especially in our early days. And I have a feeling he's not the easiest guy to get along with.
Yeah.
Love him on the podcast, by the way. Dan, add that. Some consider you a fashion icon, Hila. This is weird that this was so high up in the questions, but people want to know, where do you get your slamming mom jeans? Thank you. There's a lot of people.
Okay. Most of them I can say are from Levi's.
Okay.
So
there you go.
There you go.
But why can't they find it?
You gotta really look through the website. I buy it online, and you just need to know your size, and then you can get whatever you need. But they have a lot of crap there, like a lot of really shitty looking. You just gotta look through it and find the good one.
I can say, living with Hila, she puts in a lot of work. It's not easy finding perfect mom jeans. Like, you'll order pants every day and send 90% of them back.
Not that often.
90
You're gonna make
99%.
it sound like
No, but like, you put in the work. You're studying, you're looking, you're ordering, you're sending back, you're taking notes. It's a lot of work, guys. You think looking this good is easy? No.
No, but
that's like asking Shakespeare, how do you write a masterpiece?
Not quite.
Takes a lot of work. Let's start there.
You gotta look though. I'll agree with that, but
you're such a great pants looker.
I wish. Not that great. Yeah.
Have you always been interested in fashion?
I was actually. When we first met, I was gonna try to go into fashion school. I mean, I did try to go into fashion school, but I didn't get in.
You got
declined.
You got declined by the decline.
So I ended up waiting a year because there's always like this season where you can sign up for school. And the next year I signed up for art and I got in. So I ended up studying art.
You being denied by fashion school is kind of the best thing that ever happened, possibly, because I don't know that you would have ever come and stayed with me. Yeah,
that happened in between. And also we started making YouTube videos because I was studying art, and I had this mandatory class of video art.
Right.
And I never made a video before.
Right.
Never shot video. That was the first time I had to do it, so we did something at home.
Yep.
And that was how our YouTube videos started. They were all my class assignments.
I love that. Torturing your poor classmates with our...
Yeah.
But that goes to show you, you had to get denied entry to fashion school to own your own fashion company. And that will teach you a lesson, kids. Opportunities are around every corner. You got to go through the doors available to you. If one gets closed, there's another one open. Keep slamming. Bradbury farms are fertile. You just got to have this will to pick him. Did you ever expect, like, from then to now that you would be owning your own fashion company?
No. I still don't. It's still like, we'll see where it goes. I'm very serious about it, and I hope that it will grow into like a real fashion company and a clothing line, but it still feels really early to be all proud about it. But
yeah, of course.
But I had no idea that it would happen. It's just funny. It's like a full circle.
What is your long-term vision for Teddy Fresh?
I hope that it can be like a serious brand, that people know about and they know the vibe of it, and it's got its own following. And I hope to be able to make like cool, kind of like high quality stuff, but for not that expensive. Like, I feel like you don't have that many options. Like, you have the H&M and Zara and Urban Outfitters, and then you have the super expensive stuff like Gucci and stuff no one can afford. Right. And there's not a lot in between.
It's strange, but I found that it's very strange that that's the case.
Yeah, and
like really highly designed, really beautiful, high concept clothing that's well made that doesn't cost $1,000 per garment.
And I just hope that I can create something that's a little different. Because I always feel like in my drawings I have a certain different vibe, that I think it would be cool if I can translate it into clothing.
Well, dude, it's crazy. I'm so proud of you. Like,
thank you.
just to gush for a minute, it's insane. Like how much work you've put into this and how much focus just on this first collection, on making a business. You have to have lawyers do copywriting on your logo and trademarking. You have to find manufacturers, designers. Like the amount of work and focus that you put into this is insane. It's really difficult and really time consuming. What's going on behind the scenes that you think people don't realize is so hard about running a clothing company or starting one?
Mostly the fact that the whole process takes so long. It takes so long. The manufacturers, it takes a few days to make it takes maybe a few weeks to make a sample. And then if you want a certain custom fabric, they have to source the fabric. They have to do lab dips to the certain color that you want. And if you want a certain zipper and everything is like they need to source it, and it just really takes a long time. And also it's not that cheap. At least starting, because I don't order that many pieces. It's not like
you don't get crazy price.
It's not in the thousands.
Yeah.
So I don't get those crazy prices. So it's just you gotta have patience, I guess. Where like I design it and I just want to see it already, but I have to wait months in between.
That's shocked me too.
Yeah.
Like if you you're trying to make a collection for winter, and it's gonna be like what's going on with that collection? Like, tell me about it.
I was hoping to have it before Christmas, like in December, and it's already looking like there's no way that's happening. So we're really trying to push to have it in January, and like we're really pushing everyone. So I'm hoping we can get it in January, because I've designed winter clothes. I don't want it to come too late and then miss the winter.
Right.
So it's a lot of like coordinating of that stuff. And then once it's ready, they need to ship it, and then there could be problems with the shipment. Like on our last batch of the first drop, there was water damage of a bunch of boxes that they had to redo.
Yeah.
And then the shipment, there were delays. It's like a lot of logistics and coordinating.
And then in the same time, you already have to start working on spring.
Yeah.
Because it takes so long. It takes like 4 months from concept
At
to
least.
selling.
Like
at least.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You said it's almost like by the time you actually get to sell it, you almost don't even care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're already in the future working on new shit.
It's really weird. I feel different now when I see the clothes, because I'm already like shifted my focus like 2 collections next.
I'll say though, that winter collection is so sick, dude. I love everything on it.
That's cool.
I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Cool.
Sick, bro. Tell me, what does Teddy Fresh mean? How? What does do you make the designs yourself?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I like to draw it by hand. I don't know Illustrator very well. I'm more of a Photoshop person. But I don't like drawing digitally. I just like the paper and markers and pens.
I love your sketches. I hope we can share those someday.
Oh yeah,
We should do that.
Bring it. So I like to actually draw the clothes, and that's how I design it.
Very cool. But certainly someday you're going to need designers if you want to build it into a big brand.
Yeah. Hopefully I can understand myself what's the concept of this brand, so that I can explain it to other people and we can collaborate.
Right. That's cool. I guess eventually you would just be kind of the taste. You'd be the judge at the top who says, this represents my taste. But it's awesome that you're in the trenches doing all that shit now, so that you understand how the company works.
Yeah.
And eventually when you're not doing all the designs by hand.
You asked what's the Teddy Fresh?
What does Teddy Fresh mean?
I just wanted something like I like to do stuff that's like a little childish, but also not. I like the contrast of like, I don't know, it's a little teddy bear, and we actually thought about the name together.
Mm-hmm.
I made all kinds of sketches for the teddy bear. That's actually the shirt, the shirt that has all the Teds all over it.
Oh, was that all the...
Those were all my attempts at making the logo.
That's awesome.
And I ended up drawing this one, and you liked it too.
Yeah, it's great. I love the logo so much. At first, we weren't really sure on the name, but it really, it's settled.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it for sure. Steady Fresh, dude. Forget about it. But I always see you looking at, like, kids' clothing as, like, your big inspiration.
Yeah, I love it.
You guys should look at kids' clothing. That shit is insane.
They get such cool stuff. And then if you want to find it for adults, you only find it like Gucci.
And it's $600. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. How are these kids getting a pass? You have like this insanely designed, beautifully made jacket that only like 3-year-olds can wear or like 5-year-olds. And it's like $50. How do they do that? I guess it's not a lot of material, but still the design is really high level.
I guess it's just not that common for adults to be interested in it. So it becomes niche.
That's the thing. The designers, they feel like they have this license to be creative and wild because it's a kid. It's playful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually amazing clothing. And I feel like that design eye is just gone in adults. But it's like you said, in Gucci, that's where you see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, let's bring it back. I guess that's your thesis of Teddy Fresh.
Kind of. Yeah.
Cool.
I like... I've always liked contrast. Like, take something childish and mix it with something that's not. Or... things like that when I did art too.
I was going to say, you have a really wonderful, colorful, unique art style that a lot of people are really appreciative of, I feel like. Who are your inspirations in art? Where do you think you got that style from, that taste?
People always ask me that. I don't really have like artists that I really follow or that inspire me that much. There's some that I like, but I'm not like an avid follower of anyone. I think
you told me the other day we were walking through the museum in San Diego, art, and you said art is dead.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
The whole experience of walking into a museum, it's so sterile, and you have to be quiet, and you have to be like, you have to look at a painting that doesn't mean anything, and you have to be like, oh, I get it.
Right.
When you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs millions, and you have no idea why. And I just don't get the whole, I think it's so old.
Was it at one point interesting? What happened to art?
It was, yeah. It always changes. And there was the realistic kind of drawing that was huge, and then
like back in the day. Yeah.
And then there was a modern art that kind of took it and like completely broke it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were a lot of steps in between.
Sure.
But I think like when Jackson Pollock happened, that started that whole like abstract.
Which was more of a commentary on the art that it preceded.
Yeah. And at the time it was valid commentary. Yeah. But I feel like today it kind of created a lot of like lazy art. That is just, it's just like not much, and they're also full of themselves in art. Like
there was this one
scene.
There was this famous there was this huge thing, ready-made art.
Mm-hmm.
And like all these different art paradigms, like you were saying, ultra realism, impressionism, whatever, they all are an interesting commentary. Cubism. And so in that it's easy to look back and be like, oh, that's not that interesting, but in the time it was important. And so there was ready-made art that was important when it happened, like this one guy with the urinal. And that was like, what year was that from?
I actually don't know the year.
50s?
Can look it up. Marcel Duchamp. But when he made it, he was like, he took a urinal that he just bought from like a Home Depot
Right.
kind of store, and he put it in the museum and said, "This is art."
1917, Ian said. That was 100 years ago.
That's crazy.
And back then, that was like brilliant,
Really?
right?
That's crazy.
It was like a parody. It was a satire. It was self-aware.
Yeah.
And since then, I feel like people are like, oh, ready-made art. They like miss the whole point. And they're just putting random shit. Mm-hmm. This is really popular still. Put random shit, call it art. And it's like, dude, you missed the point. The urinal was the joke. And that was 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, you walk through museums and it's time capsules that doesn't mean anything to anyone anymore.
Yeah.
And there's nothing interesting happening.
And when I went to art school, they kind of teach you this like, I kind of see it as a cult. They have like this way of living that you're supposed to follow, where you need to be obsessed with art galleries, and every week there's art openings, and you're supposed to be going to all of them,
right?
And be following all that stuff, and like you got to be miserable.
I remember one of your teachers saying something to you about our relationship.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said she doesn't think you can make art while being in a happy relationship. Like,
Fuck
she
you.
thinks it's a contradiction.
Maybe in your life, you sad, miserable hag.
I just find it all funny. I don't.
That really pissed me off, by the way.
Yeah.
When you told me she said that, I was like, "Who the fuck? You sorry your life sucks. So does your art, probably."
And a funny fact about her: we had 2 courses in a year.
Yeah.
The second one, she just didn't show up.
Yeah, she's miserable. She's off being miserable somewhere.
I just don't relate to the art scene anymore. I don't know if I ever did. I like art in a way, but I don't really like the art scene. And so when we go to a museum, I really don't like the experience. It's so boring.
It's just old. Like, we're living in this wonderful digital age. I feel like any interesting art now needs to be interactive in some way. It needs to be playful. It needs to be colorful. It needs to be stimulating and fun. There's nothing that will excite any human on this earth about a painting on a wall. That's like, it's just doesn't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
At one point it did. But I think your description of it being like a cult is really accurate, because it's like everyone walks around like, oh yeah, art, let's go to the museum. And meanwhile, everyone is like, this is awful. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that great Kurt Vonnegut quote about art? Remember that? Something about like art is just a conspiracy between the rich.
Yeah, to make the poor people feel dumb.
Yeah. God bless Kurt Vonnegut.
When people always ask me about inspiration, I don't really see it that way. Like, if I look at a bunch of stuff, it's interesting and it's good to know what's going on, good to know the history and all that. But when I draw, I try to I actually don't look at anything. I don't like... You
specifically don't want outside?
No. Influence. I feel like it's distracting. And it's exhausting me. If I see something that I like, it's actually exhausting. It's like, I can never make that. It's kind of like depressing me.
Interesting.
So I don't even like it. If I draw, I'm just gonna put on music and just not look at anything.
Do you have favorite artists today who are making modern, what do you even call it? Postmodern? I don't know.
There's some famous artists that I do like Takashi Murakami.
I want to pull up some of their art, because if you like them, then they must be amazing. How do you spell that?
Takashi.
Here, I got it.
Murakami.
Let's see. So look at this. This shit is insane.
Yeah. And when he does an exhibition, I've never been to his exhibitions, but when he does one, it's like the whole space is designed.
You're basically entering a world.
Yeah.
Here he is.
And
this shit is crazy, dude. What the fuck? That is so nuts. It's like anime.
It's really awesome.
I just reduced this incredible art.
No, he does. He does do stuff with anime. If you type sculpture, he has a very famous sculpture of like an anime creature girl. You'll see.
Oh, this one here?
stuff like that.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't show that. What the fuck was that?
It's art. You can show it.
Oh yeah, it's art. We can show that.
Yeah.
Get off my back, Twitch. Dan, blur that. Put a blur over that, please.
And another one is
But can I just describe it? It's Goku with a lasso jerking off a massive erection. So, but Dan, for real, blur that. I know it's art, so get off my back, YouTube and Twitch. But Dan, just to be safe, because I respect them and our audience, blur that.
Another one is Yayoi Kusama.
Kusama, isn't that mean like?
Kusamek?
Yeah, it means like vagina in Hebrew.
No, it's like it's a curse, not vagina. Oh, kus is vagina.
What the fuck? I know Hebrew. I know all the good words. What's their name?
Y-A-Y.
Y-A-Y. Is that it?
The first one.
Okay. Oh shit! Yeah, this lady's nuts. Look at this installation. Like this is art. Like you walk into a museum that looks like this, you're like, oh, all right, man. I'm experiencing something. That outfit, by the way.
So I like them.
Okay. I see why. No, I definitely see why. Look at this lady. Shit's crazy. What even is this? Look at this. This is like an installation with mirrors and like
infinity
glowing
mirrors.
pumpkins or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. I can definitely see what you see in this. Wow, this is insane.
They're both very famous by now, very established artists.
Look at this. Another infinity mirror. So is this an installation?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Good taste. What's your favorite video we've made on H3 and on Ethan and Hila? Or do you have one in particular that you really love?
I guess like the obvious one is Vape Nation.
Yeah.
The modern art I like.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun making. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
As we just spoken about.
The 90s boy band.
Yes. I almost got killed making that one.
Yeah.
Hila likes the ones where I'm most humiliated, essentially.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
but
you're there.
On Ethan and Hila, I like the water park video, the summer look one.
It's definitely my favorite. I love that video.
I also enjoyed making the black challenge or whatever we called it, where we just bought black products. Like it didn't even make any sense. And we just...
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It kind of sucks. I miss those videos. I feel like on H3, if we put those videos up now, people wouldn't be receptive. And we just don't really have the energy to make those videos just to put on Ethan and Hila. You know?
Yeah. It's weird we combined the channels, and now I kind of feel like if we would have to split it again if we made those videos. It's
sucks.
Weird.
It's annoying. Like we were going to shoot a dumb products video. We're basically like those ones we used to make.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh, I don't know if we can post this on H3. Like everyone's going to get angry. They're not going to like it. It's frustrating. How was the experience of making Ethan and Hila videos and being on, and then all of a sudden being in front of the camera every day for a long time?
It's good. It's not easy for me, but it's kind of like therapy in a way. It's something that I like to improve, so it's kind of good.
What is it like?
Because I feel like sometimes you just need to push yourself through whatever is difficult.
Yeah.
Even when I sit to draw, it would take me maybe like an hour to just start to actually draw. Once I get into it, I will enjoy it, but I don't know why there's like all these feelings of like,
I don't want to do this.
Let me just check my email and put this aside and let me do something else before I start.
Do you feel like you're less shy, or do you just power through it? Because you're like, I have to do this.
I guess it's kind of both. I maybe am less shy, but I also power through it if I feel nervous.
Right. Yeah. So I guess finally, I'll wrap it up here with one last question. You're inside the H3 behind the scenes of what's going on there. What are some challenges that people don't see? Is there something that you wish people knew or understood about H3 or what goes on there with making videos? What is it people don't see that you wish they understood? I don't know. It's kind of a broad question. What's something maybe that just people don't know about H3 that is fucking dope?
Not sure. I guess it's sometimes like, for example, now that we haven't posted a lot, I feel like maybe people don't know how much we are actually thinking about it all the time and are concerned about it. Maybe they think we're just like, oh, let's just go hang out at the pool and not post anything for 2 weeks. But we're actually like stressed about the fact that we're not posting for 2 weeks.
And meanwhile, working on other shit.
And it's not because of our decision not to post. It's sometimes just, it becomes sometimes difficult to make videos, and you do it for so long and you start changing, and then maybe you need to change the content or not. It just becomes kind of, there's like periods where it kind of like becomes our...
We've been through like 3 periods where it was super, super hard to make content. And I feel like we're in one now. And besides that, we're super busy with all this other stuff with like the podcast, your fashion company, something else that's going on that we can't talk about, but it's really big. And so I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to know if it's all that stuff, or if we're just in a phase. It's tough, man. It's hard. And I also simultaneously feel like we're betraying, in a way, our fans who really do want. Like when we walk outside and people are super nice and they say how they love our videos and stuff. And it's like, man, I want to make videos for those guys. But it's sometimes it's so hard. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, fuck me, dude. We're out. In other words, we're out here. We're trying. Just be patient with us. All right, well, Hila, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for muscling through that. I know it's not easy for you.
Thank you.
It must have been very challenging. And by the way, it's almost been 2 hours.
Really?
2 hours your ass has been talking about shit.
That's crazy.
That's pretty... So I give it up. I tip my beanie to you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for everyone watching and being interested in what I have to say.
Oh man, you're the best. We don't have a guest next week, but we're working on it. I think possibly Post Malone will be here next week. Not 100% certain, so I don't want to pen that in, but we're working on that, and a couple other cool guests coming up. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks as always for spending your day with us and coming along on this wild booth. Yeah, thanks, Hila. I really appreciate you coming and muscling through.
Thank you.
God bless you. And listen, you guys are just great. Love you a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.